So let's explain to you how this all works. You've probably got an idea that there is some amazing software that is running behind the scenes, and I'd like to give you some more information so you've got a clear understanding how the Bitcoin trading operates. First of all, there's a disclaimer, as it states here, that proof of payment is no guarantee you will earn the same, but it will be possible to earn this and more with an equal or greater strategy and work ethic. Any earning figures shown are not a guarantee of income, and figures that we're going to present to you are for illustration purposes only. So let's get straight into it. We're going to show you how the USI Bitcoin packages work. There is a compensation plan for referring this on to other people. The company have decided to create a networking platform as opposed to spending millions on global advertising. There is a variety of incentives, and if you do have any questions after this short video, you'll be in a position to contact me directly. So the vision and the perfection comes together and creates great things. And this is really a new dimension in marketing or direct marketing as far as currency trading is concerned. So who are USI? Well, they are a technology company that has specialized for many years in the development of automated trading software. As it indicates here, the company was structured and set up by Joel Felipe Fernandez Severino. He's been working with clients since 2007 and has a strong track record with the industry and has created over 100 expert advisors in the past 20 years. Those are robotics that have been developed for either VIP clients or the large banking institutions. Ralph Gold, who I've had the pleasure of meeting, has managed and traded for numerous VIP clients over the past 3 years, producing results consistently and providing those clients with a great return of investment. Horst Giecher has a corporate background in commercial securities and was responsible for large operation administrative teams and has floated 4 or 5 companies, taking them public with massive returns for their investors. And Mike Kiefer is the company ambassador, and you'll see on a variety of our Google Hangouts and meetings, who has a wealth of experience in building network marketing teams around the globe. So that's the team behind USI Tech. So let's get into USI Tech in more detail and the Bitcoin. So what is Bitcoin? Well, cryptocurrency. It's the digital currency in which encryption techniques are used to regulate the generation of units of currency and verify the transfer of funds, operating completely independently from the centralized banking system. It is by far the world's most recognized cryptocurrency, that being Bitcoin. It started in 2008. Its inventor was Satoshi Nakamoto, and was released as open source software in 2009. A couple of examples: in going back to 22nd of May 2010, it was used for its first real-world transaction for buying 2 pizzas in Jacksonville, and those pizzas at that time cost 10,000 Bitcoin. If you compare that to today's rate, as of today, Bitcoin is moving rapidly through, and it's now at $1,500. I'll leave you to do the maths on the cost of the pizza. Going down the future of Bitcoin, well, economists and even investment banks are predicting that Bitcoin will hit by the end of 2017 around the $2,000 mark, and potentially over a period of time could hit between $500,000 and $1 million, and that is according to highly respected sources. You have people like Richard Branson. His comments here: I think it is working. There will be other currencies like it that may even be better, but in the meantime, there's a big industry around Bitcoin. Bill Gates, bottom left here: Bitcoin is exciting because it shows how cheap it, being financial transactions, can be. Bitcoin is better than currency, and that you don't have to be physically in the same place. And of course, for large transactions, currency can get pretty inconvenient to send. So let's look at the value of cryptocurrency. As I've mentioned, it's increasing rapidly. Just at the beginning of the year, it was less than $900 per Bitcoin, and now is over $1,500. We've seen over a 50% growth in just a few months. More than 100% increase of growth has been seen in the last 12 months, and experts are predicting that Bitcoin will have well over 400% increase in the next 1 to 2 years. And its acceptance is enormous. It's growing every day. We're seeing major corporations now accepting it as a means of payment globally. And these ATM machines are now popping up so that you can physically withdraw your Bitcoin from your Bitcoin wallets in the currency in the locations around the world of where you actually happen to be staying at that particular time. Now, we start with the introduction of the Bitcoin product. So this is really what you need to tune into. You have the possibility now to participate in the profit of Bitcoin mining and trading. And you can purchase a Bitcoin package in USI Tech. What they've done is open this up to the masses, and that package is the equivalent of 50 euros. And you receive around 1%, I stress around, it varies every day, per working day for your capital. So roughly over 140 days with a return of 140% of capital. And as I say, that does vary day in, day out. Sometimes it's slightly more than 1%, sometimes slightly less. So just to recap, you're able to buy Bitcoin in small 50 euro packages, and USI Tech then trade that package on your behalf. So how are the packages traded? Well, in a variety of trading methods which are used daily and adjusted to suit the variable marketing conditions or market conditions. And these include altcoin mining, partnership mining, arbitrage trading, and large movement trading of buying and selling as the rates exchange or the rates differ and move daily between the euro, for example, and Bitcoin, and the dollar and Bitcoin, and so those trades are executed on our behalf. And let me tell you, transparency is going to be added at some point to the USI Tech back office. Because Bitcoin is decentralized, there is no platform to actually see the trading taking place. But USI aim to be the first company ever to provide a visible platform upon which you can determine how your portfolio of currency is traded, and more news will follow shortly. So here's an example. You can purchase, for example, 20 Bitcoin packages, 50 euros each for 1,000 euros. The runtime is approximately 140 working days, and therefore your return of capital after those 140 days would be 1,400 euros. And that's assuming that there is no increase in the value of Bitcoin. And of course, as the value increases, then so the worth of your packages change also. Purchase limits, well, I can tell you this has now recently changed. There are now no purchase limits. USI Tech put these purchase limits in place initially in order to ensure that the trading was consistent, and now they're very, very comfortable with the results that are being delivered, and therefore you are not restricted to any of these purchase limits at all. You can free go in and buy the packages that you require. Now here's a little more details for you. There is a daily return of capital that goes into your back office, and providing that you have in excess of 10 euros, you can withdraw that every single day. You're also able to make withdrawals of not only the return of capital, but commissions on the same basis. Also, your commissions and your daily returns can be immediately used to purchase automatically new Bitcoin packages. So as your wallet starts to build and you have another 50 euros, you're able then to set your system to automatically buy another package to create a compounding effect. And that can be extremely profitable. So let's take a look at the compounding effect and the way that your packages can grow. What you'll see up here is we're going to start as an example with spending 1,000 euros on 20 Bitcoin packages just here. They're 50 euros each. We're talking about a return period over 140 days and an estimated return of capital of 1%. Now from there, what you can see here is the number of working days down the left hand side. We start with 0 with our 1,000 euros, 20 packages, and each day we're getting a return of capital, which is shown over here on the right hand side. So as we move down from day 1 to day 5, after 5 days with 1,000 euros that is been used to purchase our 20 packages, we have enough money back in our account now as a return of 50 euros to buy another package. So we buy one more, and our packages now increase from 20 to 21. And that's the way this moves forward. So let's take a closer look at the next slide and just see where we go after a period of 250 days. So here, this is exactly the same example, 1,000 euros, 20 packages started with. We're working on 1% approximately of return of capital per day. And if we fast forward now from the day we buy our packages here to 250 working days, that is 1 calendar year, and this is assuming that we have not withdrawn any money at all. We have simply compounded, and every time we've had another 50 euros in our wallet, we've bought more packages. What you can see is after 1 calendar year, 250 working days, we've actually got now a value of 5,750 euros from the initial 1,000 euros that was paid. So the compounding effect works extremely well. Now, let's break that down into smaller numbers. Let's take a look at the packages that we've got here. If you started with 50 packages at the top, and 50 packages at 50 euros each is going to cost you 2,500 euros, and we run that over 250 working days. This will give you a forecast now and a Bitcoin value initially of 1.562, assuming around $1,500 per Bitcoin for your 2,500 euros or 1.562 Bitcoin. Over 250 working days, your 50 packages would have generated total packages, assuming that you've not withdrawn any money and you've allowed the compounding effect to run through, of 282 packages over the 250 days. Now, with that 282 packages, we can also determine right here that you are getting a daily return of capital of around 0.088 Bitcoin a day, which is on current value $132 per day, assuming the exchange rate of $1,500 per Bitcoin. And most importantly, the 282 packages are now worth 6.8796 Bitcoin. Now, at $1,500 per day, that is $10,319 for your $2,500 initial purchase. And if Bitcoin value increases to, let's say, $2,500, then your value after the year from your 2,500 euros of purchase, 50 packages, grow to 282 packages, and therefore you would have a value of 17,187, assuming that Bitcoin is worth $2,500 per Bitcoin. So let's look at another example. Here we have 200 packages that you start with. You run them for 250 days. That's costing you effectively 6.25 Bitcoin, or $10,000 or euros if we're going to use that example. By the time the calendar year has expired, you would then have, assuming that you haven't withdrawn any money, 1,147 packages. You would have a daily return of capital from those packages running of $537 per day, assuming today's rate of $1,500 per Bitcoin. And you would have 27.91 as a value of Bitcoin, 27.91 Bitcoin from those packages, and that is a value of $41,872 for your initial purchase of $10,000, assuming today's rate of $1,500 per Bitcoin. If Bitcoin moves, that 27.91 Bitcoin, and let's say it moves to $2,500, you are looking at $69,789 for your purchase of $10,000 or euros. And let's take one more example, another extreme, but let's say that you were to buy 2,000 packages, and we have a number of clients that are doing this at a cost of 1,000 euros or $1,000. You run them for 250 working days. You would have 11,519 packages running at the end of 1 year, and your return of capital per day would be around $5,400 per day, assuming $1,500 per Bitcoin as an exchange rate, and your packages would be worth 280.39 Bitcoin. That's 420,588 for your initial $100,000 or euros of Bitcoin that were purchased. And if Bitcoin moved to $2,500 per Bitcoin, you would be looking at a value of $700,000. So this will give you an idea of how the compounding effect can start to grow your business massively as time moves by. So let's take a look at the uni-level compensation plan that USI Tech have put in place. This gives you an ability to share this business with other people and receive some very significant rewards for doing so. On the right-hand side, you'll see here, there is this is the equivalent of a 3x3 matrix running down 12 levels. You can see level 1 here at the top, down to level 12. Now, without any qualification or monthly payments, you are entitled for simply sharing this with somebody else to receive 10% of whatever it is that they buy. So let's say you recommended Peter. Peter comes in with €1,000, buys 20 packages, and you would receive instantly 10% of Peter's €1,000 of his Bitcoin packages. In other words, €100 in your back office for you to either withdraw daily or to use to buy more Bitcoin packages. You don't need to qualify to earn that, and there are no monthly fees or charges that you pay ongoing in order to be part of the matrix. You're also entitled, under the company's discretion, to level 2. Now that means that if Peter then refers Robert, and Robert joins and he buys €1,000, let's say for example, of packages, 20 packages, you would receive 3% of what Robert has bought. So 10% from your level 1 and 3% on level 2, and that just continues on and on and on. Now you have obviously a lot more levels, levels 3 down to levels 12 right here. So how do you qualify to receive those commissions from those levels? So let's look on the left hand side here. From day 1, 10% commission, as I've mentioned, from your direct referrals and 3% from level 2. But to qualify for 3 to level 12, you need to do one of the 3 following things. And I would suggest that you rule out option number 1, which is buying an agency license. That license is €600 and it only lasts a year. Whereas if you were to purchase what we call the Forex license right here on the left hand side, that is a lifetime license for the same value. So you purchase your Forex license, that's one option. It's €600 lifetime license. That will allow you to trade both the Forex platform using the USI Tech software and the Bitcoin side, and you then need to find 3 partners right here that do exactly the same. Once you've done that, it opens up your levels 3 down to 12. The other way of doing it is for you to purchase a Forex license for €600, your lifetime license, and then find 3 partners who buy at least 12 Bitcoin packages and maintain 12 Bitcoin packages. In other words, share it with somebody. They don't buy the license, but they buy at least 12 Bitcoin packages in their account. That qualifies you also for levels 3 to 12, and let me tell you, that is huge. I'm already filling levels down here on level 8 at the moment of people, because they are indirect people. They're not people that I know. It's running through on a uni-level basis. So for example, you've recommended Peter, Peter recommended Robert, Robert's recommended Michaela, Michaela's recommended Sheila, and so the link runs right the way down, and you are entitled to 3% down to level 8, not only of their initial purchase, but from their account for life. Just think, as their account compounds, how much that is worth to you from there. So that's how that works. Let's move forward. So if you're not familiar with a 3x3 matrix, let me just show you how that works. Very quickly, you can see here, there's me at the top, or you if you wish, and then we have direct people here in orange. And those direct people, I've put Mike and recommended that to Mike that he looked at USI Tech, and Claire, and I'd be entitled to 10% of everything they buy. Then we have what we call spillover. So you have Pete here over on the right hand side that has been put in place on my matrix by somebody above me. maybe somebody that referred me or above them, but they have to be slotted into the matrix, and that's what we call spillover. And then on the next level, I've put AJ in, another referral of mine. I'm entitled to 10% from AJ. And then we've got Lee and Sue here that are spill under. And that simply means that somebody in my downline, either Mike or Claire, have actually put these people in my matrix. And so my matrix is starting to fill, and I'm entitled, of course, to 3% from either Lee or Sue. And so it runs down on 12 levels. When you get to the next level, you have 27. 327s then are 81. There's 81 people on this level, 243, and I'll leave you to do the maths as you run on down. And you can start to see that this fills very quickly. The reason this is very different to any other scenario is there is no monthly fee, therefore people don't leave, and of course they're all sharing with people constantly when they start to see the results from the Bitcoin trading. So let's take a look in the back office. Just again quickly here, you can see that this is an example and a screenshot. This account has 42 live Bitcoin packages trading. There are 119 members that this account has been shared with. From one person, there are 36, you can see just underneath here, 36 people that have been referred in directly by the owner of the account, and the group have shared in total with 83 people. So it's very quickly growing. There is also, you'll see down here, you start to get a report at the bottom of the daily commissions. So every package that is purchased, commissions are paid out, and that ticks over at 12 midnight German time. And you can see over here on the right hand side, these are the buttons that you can use to either rebuy packages or to withdraw your money every single day, providing you have at least 10 euros in your account. Now, company incentives. Currently, there is a promotional opportunity for you. The company have put some fantastic incentives, and let me tell you very quickly what they are. Once you've got 2,000 packages, Bitcoin packages, trading live in your account, the company USI Tech will pay a car bonus of 800 euros on a lease anywhere in the world for you to go and purchase on a lease the car of your choice. And if you get 5,000 Bitcoin packages running live in your account, the company will pay double that, 1,600 euros per month for life, for you to go and acquire the car of your choice. Two massive incentives to try and grow your packages as quickly as possible. And I know I'm very focused on getting there by Christmas. And there is another incentive that's taking place if you're tuned in and watching this ahead of October, 5th to the 8th of October. The company are paying an all expenses paid. All you've got to do is get there to join everybody in Mallorca, in Spain, Spanish island, at a VIP event. Hotels, food, drinks, all paid for, and all you need to do is make sure that you have running in your account 100 Bitcoin packages from either you or your direct referrals. So just 100 packages that are connected to you in your account, and in your downline from those indirect packages, 1,500 new packages running from the indirect line. It sounds a lot, but I can assure you it isn't. Once people start seeing what's going on with this, it very quickly grows. So if you have any questions, what I would suggest is you scroll down to the very bottom of this page. You'll see a book a call now button. Please click that button if you would like to find out the very best strategy to getting your account off to a flying start. The very best of luck with USI Tech, and I hope you found that information useful. If you haven't, or you need some more answers, please make sure you click that button at the bottom of the page. Thanks for tuning in.